I'm Teacher Ayen and welcome back to Grade 9 Math class. For today's video, we will be learning on how to solve equations transformable to quadratic equations, including rational algebraic equations. But before we start, prepare the following: pen and paper to write your solutions as we progress with our discussions. Remember, you can always pause and play this video whenever necessary. You can even go back to the part of this video that you want to revisit to attain mastery. So, let's start! As what I have said earlier, our topic is about solving rational algebraic equations transformable to quadratic equations. When we say rational numbers, it is one that can be written as the ratio of two integers. Here's an example of a ratio. 1:3 can also be written as 1/3. Another is x:y can also be written as x/y. A plus 2 can be written as a/a plus 2. W minus 1 W plus 1 can also be written as W minus 1 over W plus 1. Now, to transform rational algebraic equations to quadratic equations, the skills that we need to learn first is to identify the least common denominators. It is because we will be dealing with rational expressions or fractions. When it comes kasi to operation of fractions, especially in addition and subtraction, very important yung part na play niya. Kaya, yan muna ang unang gagawin natin. Let's have our first example. 1/3 plus 1/3. Can we add these two fractions immediately? Yes, because they have the same denominators. It is easy for us to add fractions with the same denominators because we will simply add the numerator and copy the denominators. So in this example, the answer is 2/3. What about the second example? Can we add it immediately? No. As you can see, it has different denominators. So we will make it similar first by finding its LCD or least common denominator. To do that, we will list down all the prime factors of the denominators. Naaalala pa ba kung paano kuhanin ang LCD? So magpo-focus lang tayo sa denominators, yung 5 at saka 10. Ililist down lang natin ang lahat ng prime factors ng 5 at saka 10. So, ganito yon. Ayan, so simulan natin sa number 5. Ang prime factors ng 5 ay 1 times 5. Sa 10 naman ay 1 times 2 times 5. Paano nakuha yung 1 times 2 times 5? So, kung naaalala ninyo yung proseso ng pagkuha ng prime factorization, so ganito lang yung ginagawa. Yung division, kung saan i-divide yung 10 sa isa sa prime factor niya, so which is 2. So, 10 divided by 2 is equals to 5. So, yung 2 and 5, ito na ngayon yung prime factors ng 10. Kaya nakuha yung 1 times 2 times 5 equals 10. Pagkatapos, kung mapapansin ninyo, ay pinagtapat-tapat ko lang yung mga magkakatulad yung factors ng 5 at saka 10. Pagkatapos, ay i-group lang natin sila. Tapos, idadrag lang natin yung mga factors na magkakatulad. So, 1 plus 2, tapos 5. Tapos, kukunin lang natin yung product. So, 1 times 2 times 5 is equals to 10. So, ito na ngayon yung LCD niya. Okay, next, let's proceed to example number 3. 2x/3 plus x plus 1/x. So, ganun din. Same process pa rin. Magpo-focus lang tayo sa denominator. Ililist down lang natin yung lahat ng prime factors ng 3 at saka x. Factors ng 3 ay 1 times 3, ang x naman ay 1 times x. Kung mapapansin niyo ay pinagtapat-tapat ko lang yung mga prime factors na magkakatulad at iniwalay yung mga prime factors na hindi magkakatulad. Tapos group uli. Tapos drinag lang yung factors na may pair, tapos yung walang pair. Tapos kukunin lang yung product at yun na yung LCD niya. So 1 times 3 times x is equals to 3x. Okay, so another example is x minus 5 all over 2x plus x plus 1 all over x minus 2. Again, so ililist down lang natin yung lahat ng prime factors ng mga denominators ng 2x at saka x minus 2. So, ang 2x, ang prime factors niya ay 1 times 2 times x. While yung x minus 2 naman ay 1 times x minus 2. Kung mapapansin niyo ay hindi ko tinapat si x at saka si x minus 2 kasi magkaiba sila. Si x wala siyang kasama, si x minus 2 ay magkasama. Kaya magkaiba sila at hindi mo pwedeng pagtapatin kahit pareho silang may x. Okay, so ganun ulit, same process. So pag group lang natin yung magkakatulad ng may factor, tas magkakaiba, tapos idadrag lang natin 2 and x, then x minus 2, then get the product. So 1 times 2 is 2 times x is 2x times x minus 2. So eto na ngayon yung LCD niya. So ayan guys, actually hindi pa tayo nagsisimula sa main topic natin. So ang ginawa lang natin kanina ay for a recall na pwede nating magamit ngayon sa topic natin. Guys, I know familiar na kayo dito. So, this is the standard form of quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. I want this to be highlighted because in the latter part of our discussion, you will be exposed to equations that are not written in a standard form that can be transformed in quadratic equation, including rational algebraic equation. Guys, here are the steps of solving rational algebraic equation transformable to quadratic equation. So, first, multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. Kaya inaral muna natin kanina kung paano kukuhanin ang LCD. Second step is to write the resulting quadratic equation in standard form. Then, lastly, find the roots of the resulting equation using any of the following methods of solving quadratic equation like factoring, extracting the square root, quadratic formula, and completing the square. Okay, let me show you our first example. 1 over x minus 2 over 4 is equals to x over 2. So, our goal here is to eliminate the denominator x, 4, and 2 and transform it into standard form. And to do that, we will find the LCD. So, we will list down all the prime factors of the denominators katulad nung ginawa natin kanina. Prime factors ng x ay 1 times x. Ang 4 ay 1 times 2 times 2. Ang prime factors ng 2 naman ay 1 times 2. So, again, pinagtapat-tapat lang natin yung magkakatulad ng factors, tapos hiniwala yung mga walang katulad na factors. Okay, so next ay group lang natin uli. Tapos, idadrag lang natin 1, tas x, then 2, then 2. Then, get the product. So, yun na yung LCD natin, 4x. So, ayan, gagawin na natin yung first step wherein imo-multiply natin yung LCD dito sa equation or dito sa rational algebraic equation na to. So, we will multiply the LCD both sides of the equation. So, dito ipapakita ko yung pag-multiply sa bawat term para mas malinaw. Okay, so 4x. Tapos, ibaba natin yung, ita-times natin siya sa 1 of minus. Tapos, yung LCD, 4x, multiply natin dito sa term na 2 over 4 is equals to yung term na x minus, x over 2, multiply din natin sa kabilang side ng LCD. Okay, to multiply 4x times 1 over x. So, ang gagawin muna natin ay ika-cancel natin yung common dito sa LCD at saka dito sa denominator. So, dito, ang common dito ay x at saka x. So, ika-cancel natin yan. At yung natira ay 4. So, yun yung i-distribute natin dito sa 1. So, 4 times 1 is equals to 4. Okay, next. Dito naman, ganun din. So, negative 4x multiply sa 2 over 4. So, titingnan natin yung common dito sa LCD at saka dito sa denominator na pwede nating i-cancel at yun ay yung 4. So, cancel natin yung 4 sa denominator tsaka sa LCD. So, ang natira ay negative x, yun ang i-distribute natin. So, negative x times 2 is equal to negative 2x. Next, dito din sa part na to, ganun din. So, ika-cancel natin. Ano yung pwede natin ma-cancel o mapasimplify dito sa denominator at saka sa LCD. So, yun ay yung 4 at saka 2. So, i-divide natin si 4 sa 2. So, 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Then, i-multiply natin yung 2 times x. And that is 2x. Then, si 2x, i-distribute natin dito sa natirang x. So, the answer is equals to 2x squared. Okay, so ang next step natin ay isusulat na natin itong equation na to sa standard form of quadratic equation. So, ang unang gagawin natin, 2x squared, itatranspose lang natin siya dito sa left side. So, from positive 2x squared, pag transpose natin siya dito sa left side, so magiging negative 2x squared. Then, bring down lang natin yung, so yan, dyan siya galing. Tapos, i-bring down lang natin yung negative 2x. And then, plus 4. So, saan to galing na plus 4? So, dito yan. Plus 4 is equals to 0. Yan. Okay, to write this one in positive expression, all we need to do is multiply both sides of this equation by negative 1. So, negative 1 times negative 2x squared is equals to positive 2x squared. Then, negative 1 times negative 2x is positive 2x. Then, negative 1 times positive 4 is equals to negative 4 is equals to 0. So, ayan, naka-standard form na siya. Next, we will find the roots of this equation by using factoring. Okay, so the factored form of this trinomial would be 2x minus 2 quantity times quantity x plus 2 is equals to 0. Applying the zero product property, as we said, each factor equal to 0. So, first factor is 2x minus 2 equals 0. Then, the second one is x plus 2 is equals to 0. So, yung first factor ay itatranspose lang natin yung negative 2 dito sa right side. So, magiging positive 2. Then, divide both sides by 2 to find the value of x. Okay, so divide. So, simplify, so we have x is equals to 1. So, that is our first root. Then, the second root is x is equals to negative 2. So, ang ginawa lang dito ay transpose si positive 2 to the right side. Kaya naging x is equals to negative 2. Let's proceed to our second example. We have 6 over x plus x minus 3 over 4 is equals to 0. So, again, hahanapin natin, magpo-focus lang ulit tayo dito sa denominator. Hahanapin natin ang LCD. So, ililist down natin uli yung prime factors ng x at saka 4. So, x is equals to 1 times x. Ang 4 ay 1 times 2 times 2. So, again, pinagtapat-tapat lang natin yung mga magkakatulad ang factors. Tapos, pinaghiwa-hiwalay lang natin yung mga walang katulad na factors. So, dito, 1, x, 2, 2. So, idadrag lang natin sila pababa. Si 1, tapos x, then 2, and then 2. Then, get the product. So, 1 times x times 2 times 2 is equals to 4x. So, yun yung LCD natin. So, same process uli. Pag nahanap na yung LCD, multiply natin ang LCD dito sa equation na to, both sides of the equation. So, mula natin. So, 4x, multiply natin dito sa 6 over x. Then, plus, tapos, LCD ulit, multiply dito sa x minus 3 over 4. So, sa term na to, is equals to 2. Then, ito naman si 2, multiply natin sa LCD na 4x. So, lahat ng term, multiply natin sa sa LCD. Okay, so same again, same process. Multiply natin yung 4x dito sa 6 over x. So, to do that, Hanapin natin yung common na common dito sa LCD na meron dito sa denominator. So, ika-cancel lang natin yun at ito yung x plus x. So, ang natira ay 4. Yun ang i-distribute natin dito. So, 4 times 6 is equals to 24. Next, dito, ganun din. Ika-cancel natin ang 4. Tapos, ang natira ay x, positive x. I-distribute natin dito sa x is equals to positive x squared. Then, positive x multiply sa negative 3 and the answer is negative 3x. Next, dito naman, since wala tayong maika-cancel, so i-multiply lang natin to sila lahat. So, 4 times x is equals to 4x, then 4x times 2 is equal to 8x. And then, isusulat lang natin siya into standard form. So, mauuna yung quadratic term. So, x squared dito ang quadratic term natin. Si x squared, tapos yung linear term natin na negative 3x. Tapos, meron pa dito isang linear term. Ita-transpose lang natin siya dito sa left side. So, 8x magiging negative 8x. Tapos, si 24, i-bring down lang natin. So, positive 24 is equals to x. Then, combine similar terms. So, bring down x squared. Negative 3x minus 8x is equals to 11. Negative 11x. Then, bring down positive 24 is equals to 0. So, ayan, naka-standard form na siya. Then, yung next na step natin ay hahanapin na natin yung roots ng quadratic equation using factoring. So, factored terms of this trinomial would be quantity x minus 8 and then quantity x minus 3 is equals to 0. Then apply the zero product property as we set each factor equal to 0. So first factor is x minus 8 is equals to 0 and the second factor is x minus 3 is equals to 0. Then solving for the solution, first root is x is equals to 8. So, ang ginawa lang natin dito, transpose lang ang negative 8 sa right side, kaya naging positive 8. And then, the second roots we have is x is equals to positive 3. Same lang din, transpose natin sa right side yung negative 3, kaya naging positive 3. So, yan yung roots niya. Okay, last example, number 3. We have x over 3 minus 1 over x plus 3 is equals to negative 1/3. So, again, mag-focus lang tayo dito sa denominator natin at hahanapin natin ang LCD ng equation na to. So, i-list down lang natin lahat ng prime factors ng mga denominator. So, simulan natin sa 3. Prime factors ng 3 ay 1 times 3. Sa x plus 3 naman, ay 1 times x plus 3. So, hindi natin tinapat si 3 dito dahil magkaiba yan. Si 3 ay walang kasama. Ito si 3 naman may kasamang x. Charot. Char. So, next again. So, 3 ay 1 times 3. So, ayan. Pinagtapat-tapat lang din natin ng may ka-pair or may katulad na factor. Then, group lang natin uli. Same process lang. Then, idadrag lang natin. Yan. And yan. So, 1 times 3 is equals to 3. Yun yung LCD natin. So, 3 tapos x plus 3. Pwede naman natin siya i-combine or i-distribute. Kaso, sa case na ganito, mas maganda kasi na factored form na lang yung gagamitin nating LCD kesa dun sa product. Kasi, mas madali siyang gawin dito. Okay, so, i-multiply natin ang LCD sa equation na to, both sides of the equations. So, ito, 3 times quantity x plus 3, multiply natin dito sa x over 3, then minus LCD natin, i-multiply din natin dito sa 1 over x plus 3, is equal to negative 1/3, multiply natin sa LCD ulit. So, same process lang. Paulit-ulit lang na proseso. Ganun din. Kung anong pwedeng makancel dito sa LCD at sa denominator, kakancel lang natin. So, 3 and 3, cancel out. Next, yung natira, i-distribute natin dito. So, x times x is equals to x squared. Then, 3 times x is equals to positive 3x. Next, so same, cancel natin yung common dito sa LCD tsaka sa denominator. So, yan, tanggal lang. Natira na lang ay negative 3x. I-distribute natin siya dito sa 1. So, negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Here, ganun din. Cancel natin ang 3 at saka 3. So, ang natira, i-distribute lang natin. Negative 1 times x is negative x, then negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. So, i-arrange lang natin actually. Tapos, so, x squared plus 3x. Tapos, meron pa dito isang linear term. Ita-transpose natin siya dito sa left side. So, negative x magiging positive x. Then, bring down natin tong negative 3. Then, meron pa dito isang constant term. Ita-transpose lang natin siya dito sa left side. Negative 3 magiging positive 3 equals 0. This time, i-combine lang natin yung mga similar term like 3x plus x at saka yung negative 3 plus 3. Sila yung mga pagsasamahin natin. So, una, bring down natin si x squared. Combine natin si 3x plus x. So, 3 plus 1 is equals to 4x. Then, negative 3 plus 3. So, 0 na yun kasi isa-subtract natin yun. So, 0, pwedeng hindi mo na isulat yun. Okay, equal to 0 na tayo. So, ito na yung standard form of quadratic equation natin. Kung mapapansin ninyo, meron tayong quadratic term, linear term, kaso wala tayong constant term. So, 0 ang constant term natin. Again, isosolve natin yung roots of this equation by using factoring. Factored terms of this is x, quantity x plus 4 is equals to 0. Then, apply the zero product property as we set each factor equal to 0. So, first factor, we have x is equals to 0. So, ito yun. Then, the second factor is x plus 4 is equals to 0. So, first root natin is x is equals to 0. Then, this one, yung second root natin is x is equals to negative 4. So, transpose lang natin si positive 4, kaya naging negative 4. That's all guys. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye!